instead of renting out these cars, I wanna, get a vehicle, right? I do, but
And
the thing is, the expenses is gonna be too high,
right.
and that's the reason why I don't have a vehicle now. You know, but renting out a vehicle, that's not good neither because the
You
more
could
I
do
drive it,
you could do cars.
yeah, the more I drive it, the more it's gonna cost for me to have it because they
Yeah.
charge me daily, right?
Yeah.
They charge me per day instead of per month. Now they charge me for per month. I'm never bringing that car back because I'm gonna pay you every month, and
You
maybe
get you a good used one at a
yeah,
car.
yeah. But see, I can get a car right now if I wanted to,
Yeah.
but I want to build my business,
Right.
like
You
I want to
wanna
invest in my brand. I want to build my
you wanna
business first because let's say if I'm getting the car and I gotta pay the car note, right? Then I gotta pay the insurance on the vehicle.
right.
And I gotta get the gas. And I
Right.
gotta pay this fucking rent that's 2,000 out the ass.
Right.
You know? And then I gotta pay my workers $800. Then
Right.
pay you, for shooting the video because now I'm putting you in it because now you expense. You are.
Right.
So now I gotta pay you to do the work for me. Of course I am gonna do that. I'm gonna deliver. You deliver, I'm gonna damn sure enough deliver. Right? So now all of these expenses is high. And then I'm like, I'm gonna have to wait on this car.
Right.
Because if I pour more money in this vehicle, I'm not gonna have enough for my business. I'm not gonna have enough to pay my partners. I'm not gonna have enough to meet this damn rent. You see, my money didn't come in a timely manner. It was supposed to come way before
Right.
6 o'clock, and I'm waiting and waiting, checking my account, see if it deposited. It deposited at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, and my workers were waiting for their damn money.
Right.
But it's about being professional, and in my guys, they say, don't worry, it's okay. It's not okay
Right.
because I told you guys that I'm gonna, but I gave them my word. I said today I said I was gonna pay them today, right? But the money just didn't come in a timely manner.
The thing is how you get yourself out there with their business.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they post it for you.
Right.
Then you gonna do the hard part by promoting the
Right.
brand. So
Right.
you gotta go to events, and you have to
build my brand. I have to build it.
What brand? You gotta tell them about the brand. Now, if you have a nice logo, you could try to see if you can create your logo, right? The logo is a part of your brand. So instead of you going, well, Quasum is the brand, right?
Right. But I didn't want it to be too cheesy. Maybe it is too cheesy because when I did the brand, when I made the name, I put Quasum online store.
You remind me of my brother. He was my brother Chris.
Yeah.
He had a hat brand, but the hat brand didn't go nowhere. I wasn't doing photography at the time. I was just skateboarding. So, he had my mother, supported him and, paid for the hats. But key is, if you don't market yourself correctly, it's not going to go nowhere.
Right. It's not going to sell.
It's not going to hit.
Right.
So you have to put yourself out there where you see crowds of people. Now, when I started doing photography, I built, I didn't know nothing about no events, nothing. So when I first started, wanting to, it was a whole lot of situations that I've been through that made me want to go harder. The first situation was I was trying out for the skate company with some guy that owned a skate shop in Belleville. He said some shit that I didn't like, and he was like, "Oh, you're not gonna." I guess he didn't like how I was shooting because I was an amateur.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I'm not gonna make it in this game. Once he said that,
that was your motivation,
right? So I'm like,
that was your determination,
right?
Because he said you couldn't do something, so now that just triggered off a light switch in your head,
right?
And it just made you go harder,
right?
Yeah.
So I started. What I did was I started searching Instagram for people to shoot. So I ran into this girl named Wahana that was doing. She was intern for Hot 97. She was doing artist interviews. So I linked up with her. She put me on. I started shooting at a whole lot of Hot 97 events. I shot Corla Ray before she blew up. Lots of artists that's out there right now. They wasn't out there before, but I shot them like 2018.
Oh wow!
Right.
Oh wow!
So and then I left, and then I started working with Nurtsing. Then another situation happened. I was shooting with this photographer that go by Wave God. He tried to expose me and bash me, told him I was trying to steal his style. So I had that kind of like, it messed me up, but I had to rebrand myself. Before I was like the brand I am now. It was INC. I had the INC at the end of my brand.
Because if you didn't do that, then it would have been like a copyright issue, right?
Or, no.
What is it?
He was just saying that I was trying to copy his style, and he was trying to like, man, know I wasn't out there yet. He couldn't
prove that.
He couldn't really expose me.
Okay.
Because nobody would know who I was. Anytime someone tried to think they could expose you and you're not out there, they can't really expose you because your brand not out there yet.
Right.
So once I started rebranding myself, that's when it just started going rocket.
Right. Everything started scaling.
Right.
Wow.
The book is coming in. I was, a lot of people was knowing who I was. It was crazy. Now, at this time of day, everybody know who I am. I could be walking the streets or downtown North.
See, but the thing is, the reason why you made that happen is because you marketing yourself, you putting yourself out there, you're not being afraid to stumble across the hurdles.
Right.
You know how to maneuver yourself, and then you know how to network with people, right? And you know how to expose yourself to people where you can start doing these different type of collaborations.
Right.
And it's good.
I did a little bit throughout my career. I did a little bit of clout chasing to also boost my name out there too. So, because I do artist collages. So when I first started doing collages, I was doing collages of people who had clout that responded to their followers, and they were reposting me in the story, and that was extra exposure for me. So that was like a genius move.
So that's how you were able to market yourself to other people, because you learn. Well, actually, what you do is when people have bigger platforms, it's able for you to expose yourself a little bit more because people got those bigger platforms.
Right. So if you think about it, that was like a genius move that I did, because ain't nobody in Jersey do collages like that and chasing clout like that with collages. They either doing it for the money and charging, and it's not getting them like if you ain't got a big platform and you doing Pilates, it's not gonna go nowhere.
Right.
But that's where it started, and then yeah,
That's good, man.
a lot of people.
Good. You definitely you're doing your thing, man. You
Right.
keep moving, keep pushing, keep pursuing, man. You got this. You got it. You got everything in the chokehold.
And also, you know, and AI works like once I started like spreading autism awareness on my platforms, started getting more support. You know, because the thing is with social media, if you have a story, don't be afraid to tell the story because you'll get support.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's a true fact what they say. They say story sells.
Right.
Story sells.
Right. That's a fact. And I've had clients say, "Oh, I booked you because I wanted to support you and your autistic son." You know, like I've had my good days. Like 2 years ago, I was booked for like Cherry Blossom Fest for April and May, and everybody that was booking me was supporting my autistic son.
Oh wow!
I was getting money back to back.
That's incredible, bro. That's incredible.
Now, if I would have knew better to stack the money at the time, I would have did it. But you live and you learn.
Right.
But now that I got a couple of dollars, you know, well, a couple of hundreds in my savings, you know, I'm just gonna keep on stacking.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. And,
yeah, I'm not even gonna.
And what I'm trying to do is because,
I'm not even.
I'm gonna start saving a little bit more too.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes in order to build something like this, what I'm doing, and build these different ventures, you know, I have to. I'm gonna have to invest. So all the money that I have, saved in my safe or in my savings account, I have to invest in it. Because the thing is, if the money sits, then you won't be able to create more money because the money is sitting. So you wanna invest that money.
Right.
You know, because if you don't put your money to work, then your money's not gonna work for you.
Right.
And people say, saving. You can save, but you also want to put that money to work.
Right.
So you can make more money. So you can quadruple that money.
Right. That's a fact. I'm trying to save because I want to upgrade my camera. So and then get a new Mac too. So I need at least like 2 or 3 G's max. I could do it because
No, you can.
Right.
You definitely can.
Save all my bookings as well. I'm almost at 1,000. So once I reach the first 1,000, then I'll keep going.
Right.
On and on. You know. Yeah. I just work what I have now until I reach the goal.
Right. Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah.
That's good. Let me check this out.
I ain't gonna sell it because ain't nothing wrong with this laptop. I'm gonna keep using it.
Okay, the piece is on its way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with my laptop. I'm gonna keep using it. I'm just gonna get me a backup, brand new one.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. But then I think they have like you can actually go on Facebook Market.
I want to go to the actual Apple.
Right. You want to get that shit brand new.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
I had when I first started shooting, and I was trying to.
Now, I don't blame you because things you get stuff used and things go wrong, and you spend all of this money, then you regret spending the money because they sold you shit.
Right. So, I remember I bought a used MacBook. That shit clocked out on me. I was mad. I'm like, damn. You know what I had to edit? I was still working. I had to edit the photos on my phone. One by one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Because I was out of a laptop.
Damn.
I had no laptop.
Damn.
So I had to, still get this money, but I had to.
Right, you found the way.
Yeah.
You improvised. You found the way on how to upload all the stuff, from your phone and how to transfer.
Right. We over here live on my YouTube channel.
Huh?
Was it was up to the live?
Oh, you was on live the whole time. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
How you doing, everybody? I'm gonna tell you, if anybody out there wanna shoot the videos, or you need somebody to do the content for you, this man is the guy that everybody needs to talk to. Like he's really good. He did my videos good, and he did an incredible job. Good job.
Soon, once you get your YouTube platform, and you could be going live talking to your subscribers.
Yeah, but right now I'm subscribed to subscribers. I don't have that. If you get what I'm saying, you get the joke. I'm subscribed to subscribers,
Right.
But yeah, it's just I gotta build that up, and I know that's gonna take me a very long time to do, bro. It's just something that you can't just I'm gonna do it tomorrow and let's see what happens. It's just not gonna work.
You can see if you could probably, if they let you create like your own hashtags, so they can post on there. Shoot, because certain videos like shorts.
Oh yeah, I like watching this guy here. He goes camping, and this motherfucker, he's a beast. Like he survived out in the jungle for a couple of days and stuff.
Right.
No, he's really good. I be watching this shit in
giant grizzly
4K.
bears, hunting for my food, collecting washed up whale bones, and
This is stuff
exploring a
y'all
remote
watch, man. I
island
like
in
to
the
watch
Gulf of Alaska.
education stuff, and boxing. That's about it. Educated.
Right.
This is what I do all day, when I chill,
Yeah.
Like this is my entertainment room. I call it entertainment office / man cave. So I be in my own little world. My roommate, he be in his own little world in his room, and my man cave in my other room, I be in my own little world.
If you've seen this ad, chances are you've been thinking about renovating your space.
Oh, it's delivered.
Renovation can be
Yep.
overwhelming.
Got
Where do you even start?
Oh, they leave it in front of the house?
You're
Yeah.
hired here.
Oh, wow.
You're going to go to a GC. What type of permits I need for my project? That's where Chapter comes in. Chapter is a full-service, licensed and insured design and build firm. We take care of everything, from plans, interior design, permits, and construction. Imagine one stakeholder for your entire project, so your project stays on time, on budget. And the best part is, you're just one call away from understanding your project real timeline, budget, and process. From people who've done it hundreds of times. Click below to speak with one of our innovation experts. No pressure, just clear answers on your timeline, on your project, and your next step.
I don't play hockey on this thing. I just use it as a table.
You know exactly what to expect. Are you ready?
Oh, okay.
There we go. Soda. I'm gonna get some plates.
Okay.